Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Peasy, and today I'm bringing you a review of a dope new headset that I got on behalf of GAMDIAS called the Hephaestus P1. Yes, it is already open because I did already make a video on this, and after extensive research, realized that my audio was messed up in the video. So I'm redoing the video, and it's already open. So, first impression whenever I received it and I first had it unopened, still sealed in the box. Let me see if I can recreate that a little bit. See? Boom. Perfect. The packaging on all of GAMDIAS' stuff is always really cool to me. I'm just a sucker for small details. But I just think that the packaging is cool. I've got a bunch of GAMDIAS stuff. I personally use the Eros Elite headset in my day-to-day streaming and recording. I also use the Nix P1 mouse pad, which is a huge, like 38-inch long mouse pad. So I'm already a big fan of their products, but I am going to try to give this review try to give this review from an unbiased standpoint, because I like for everybody to know that I'm not being bought out by companies. GAMDIAS has not paid me to review this headset, and in fact I am not keeping this headset. I will actually be doing a giveaway for this headset once the video goes live. Be a couple of stipulations. I'll drop a link. Actually, I'll have a link on my Twitter, so once you check the video out, go back to my Twitter, and there will be a link there for that. But I'll go more into that later. As far as whenever I first got it out of the box, Kobe, my first impressions were, I really thought that the stainless steel headband was a really dope touch. Like, I thought that was really cool. Still do. I haven't changed my mind on that at all. I did learn a couple of things about it after I played with it a little bit. It's got an omnidirectional microphone. It is not removable, which was the main reason why I decided I wanted to give it away. I'm a big fan of, like I said, the Eros Elites have the removable microphone because I obviously use this microphone. So I don't need a headset that has a not removable microphone. But a couple of things that I did really like, these parts of the cups right here actually airways to allow for better air movement through the ear cups so that your ears don't get hot during long sessions of gaming or recording or whatever, which I played with these on for about an hour yesterday. I'm not going to act like I noticed a substantial difference in the temperature of my ears or anything, but they felt nice, you know. Another thing was on the sides here, you've got RGB lighting. Can't really tell without them being plugged up, but if I plug them up, my audio and my recording, I don't know what happens to it. And I'm new enough at this where I don't feel like trying to figure it out. But you do have RGB lighting around the ring of the ear cup. The ring of the ear cup. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. Right there. And as far as the ear cups themselves, I do have a big head and I also have big ears. But my ears aren't disproportionately big to my head. They're just right. But whenever you put it on, the headset itself does not feel heavy, even though it does have these airways, which are kind of big and bulky, and the stainless steel headband. It doesn't feel heavy, you know. And if you're playing or streaming or wearing a headset for 6, 7, 8, 12 hours, something as minor as the headset being a little heavier than you're accustomed to can turn into a big deal. It can cause headaches and neck aches and stuff like that. But in comparison to my Eroses, there's a little bit of a difference, but the Eroses are much, I mean, obviously there's much less to them, and they are a solid plastic design. There's no airways or anything like that, which I'm fine with. That's the reason why I bought them, because I liked how small and light they were. In comparison, there's a noticeable difference, but after playing and listening to music and watching YouTube videos and stuff with them on yesterday, whenever I initially tried to do the video, I didn't notice any kind of like strain on my neck or pain in my head or anything like that. Um, Another thing that kind of surprised me that I was a big fan of was the cable. Let me see if I can get the focus in on that. You see that the cable is a braided nylon cable, which is super heavy duty, I would say. So props to them for that, because the Eros Elite that I have just has the thin little rubber, whatever that is, just a little wire. So they obviously went into more detail and built this a little bit better, and I was impressed with it. One thing I had mixed emotions about was the remote, the inline remote for it. That's your mute microphone button, your volume up and down button, and you have a deafen switch over here, so you can turn the sound of the headset on or off without actually having to unplug it or just take it off or anything, which was cool. My only complaint was it's kind of big, kind of bulky, and where I sit in my setup in my little studio here, the remote will have to do one of two things. It will have to either sit on my lap or dangle down to my left or right. And if it's not sitting in my lap, it will be kind of a nuisance. So if there were any way to do one of two things, either make the remote a little bit smaller, which I understand it's got a lot of stuff going on, so if you can't make it smaller, that's not a big deal. I personally am a big fan of the flip up to mute design. I don't know if Astro has a patent on that or not, but if they don't, that would be useful, and then you could just have your volume up and down and a deafen switch on there. But either make the remote a little smaller or take the remote and move it further down the line, closer to the USB end of it, so that it doesn't feel like it's kind of, like holding your head down. And I know that may be something minor, but it's something that I noticed, and I want to make sure to pass that along to you guys. Which brings me to, this headset is strictly USB only. It does not have a 3.5mm jack. I think is the size of the standard aux jacks. It is USB only, so you will need to make sure before you purchase it that you are applying it to a USB drive, and that it will work for your need, will meet your need. Now, whenever I actually plugged the headset in, I played a couple of rounds of Overwatch, and I listened to some music through it. And when I say I've never had a better sound come out of a headset thus far in my life, I haven't. And I've used GAMDIAS, Astro, Rig, Turtle Beach. The bass that was in these, a good friend of mine, a member of Tier 1, the organization that I'm a part of, he is a DJ, and so I went to his SoundCloud and listened to some because I knew he would have, heavy beats and stuff like that. Didn't know what to expect out of the headset, but whenever I did go to his SoundCloud and was listening to some music for a little bit, the bass in these sound like legitimate, like subwoofers in a car, or subs in a house, like big speakers. Like I could take the headset off and play music through it, and if it vibrated its way off the desk, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Which was kind of good and kind of bad. Now, even with the volume turn, it's like the sound is just big. You know what I mean? And even with the volume, I think I had the volume turned down to 40 or 45. It was still a little louder than I'm accustomed to out of my Eros Elites. So I had to turn it down to 25. But it's just because the headset is so loud, which is obviously adjustable through the volume settings. But and I don't want that to come off as me complaining. I just wasn't prepared to have to turn them down to 7 to be able to listen to music. I wasn't expecting them to be that loud. But the sound quality through them was great. Honestly, the way that they fit my head, I mean, GAMDIAS always does a really good job. They did on here as well. The padding on their headsets is not it's not overbearing, but it's very, very comfortable. And on this one, they also have the adjustable, this piece doesn't move, this one does. It adjusts up and down based on the size of your head. This one does not do that, but the padding on on there. I don't know why I'm showing you. It's not like you'll be able to feel it, but the padding on the top of the head is extraordinarily comfortable. The ear cups are just the right size. They don't feel too big. Now, if you got very small ears, I could see where these might not be for you, but to what I would consider the average sized human, these are these do fit very well. They sound great. They don't feel like when you take them out of the box, they don't feel cheap. They don't feel like you're gonna accidentally drop them off your desk and break them, which is a big concern for me because I've broken many headsets, and so whenever I pulled these out of the box and I was like, good lord, these have a solid construction. I meant it. Like that's not me trying to boast for GAMDIAS. I genuinely feel like these have one of the more solid constructions I've ever had, as well as arguably the best sound out of a headset that I've ever had. And I'm talking about, like, I put on Beats. I've had all kinds of stuff on my ears to listen to sounds, and these genuinely sound better than any ones that I've ever put on in my life. So big props to them for the way that they got the sound going. The microphone, I mean, I don't even have the headset plugged up or anything. Like I said, due to audio issues from yesterday's video. I was communicating with people through Overwatch in game. Whether that was coming through here, I'm not sure. So I'll have to do more research on that. But if the microphone works half as well as the headphones work, you'll be in good shape. That is my initial review of the headset itself. Now, like I was saying, I will be giving this headset away, as well as hopefully some more stuff from GAMDIAS. Mick at GAMDIAS is somebody that I've been talking to for a while back. They sent me this Nix P1 mouse pad to do a review on. Great company to work with. They're what I would consider an unofficial partner of mine. They've always been very willing to send me stuff to do reviews on, and we're completely open to me giving it away to help advertise their product. Keep an eye on Twitter in the next day or so for more details on the giveaway. I'll give you plenty of chances to enter, and plenty of time to do it in. So just keep an eye out on Twitter for your chance to win this headset. $80 headset. All you got to do is follow, subscribe, like, do all that stuff, and this could be yours. So for now, that is it. I'll be in contact with GAMDIAS. Maybe have something coming in the future to do another giveaway on or something like that. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you all for coming and watching the video. If you did like the video, be sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe. This is the first video of many review videos. I know this is a very new channel, so it's the what's the word I'm looking for? The content that's going to be coming out of this channel is going to be very varied. It'll be based around music and video games and PC and gaming products and stuff like that. So if all of that is what you're interested in, this is going to be the channel for you. Like I said, guys, drop that thumbs up, drop that subscribe. Check back in with me on the next one, and I'll see you later.